Mac Payne here with part 4 of my series about how you can achieve real success guaranteed. I'm sharing these 5 principles of success because I know it can make your life better because it made my life better. I explained in a previous part of this series how it did that. I encourage you to go over to my channel, Mac Payne, and check it out. It's called Real Success Guaranteed, Part 1 and 2. Go back and look at that. I think it's an interesting story. You'll understand when you see it why I'm so enthused about telling others about it, because I know it can make your life better. And if enough lives can be made better, we'll all do better. I'm sure you enjoy electric lights when you turn them on. Thomas Edison used these same 5 principles when he developed a light bulb. That's why I like to tell others about it. In previous parts of this program, I talked to you about the definition of success, which is important to know since most people are going for it, and that is, success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal. From there, we went on to looking at the first principle of success, and that is, set for yourself a goal of excellence. Goal setting is an art form. I highly encourage you to go back and look at the part of this series that talked about setting goals. Then I talked about the second principle of success, and that is, get first things first. After you've gone through the process of setting for yourself a goal of excellence, you have to figure out how you're going to make it a reality. You can have the greatest goal ever made, but if you don't have a plan for it, it's not going to happen. In this part, we're going to go on to the third principle of success, and that is enthusiasm. That's right. Enthusiasm is one of the 5 principles of success. You will see why all these things fit together after you look at all 5 of them. Success comes to us from the Greek language. It comes from the Greek word on theos, which means God in you. Imagine that. If you have God in you, you're probably going to be enthusiastic. You have to be careful with enthusiasm. It is as contagious as the measles and as powerful as dynamite. It can do great things for you. One thing it can do is help you separate the wheat from the chaff, and that is this. When you set for yourself a goal of excellence, and you start talking about it, you're excited about it, people are going to react generally in 2 ways. One way is the good way. They're going to get excited with you. When you say something like, I'm going to win the next truck race at the DeSoto Speedway up in Bradenton. Some people will say, wow, you are? Hey, can I help you? I know a few things that might help you get a little more speed out of that race truck you have. And they come over and they help you reach your goal. Others will react another way. They'll say things like, that's a waste of time. Don't bother me with that. Those are the people you want to stay away from. That's a powerful thing about enthusiasm. When you consider enthusiasm, it's very important that it is a strong enthusiasm. Not one of these shallow types of enthusiasm you may pick up if you go to a pep rally or something. You'll walk out the door all enthused, and the next morning when you wake up in the cold, rainy morning, that shallow enthusiasm disappears. What is very important is to have a strong enthusiasm that comes from the excitement of you thinking about what's going to happen when you achieve your goal. Think about it. If you decide to do something, whether it is win a race, build a house, lose weight, whatever, think about how you're going to feel when you accomplish that goal. That's got to get you excited and enthusiastic, and that's the kind you're looking for. Enthusiasm is a powerful tool. I'm going to tell you about a few things that can help you maintain your enthusiasm. You need good, strong enthusiasm to get over those ups and downs you're going to go through on your way to achieving your goal, because there will be some ups and downs. If you're not enthusiastic about your goal, You will be easily discouraged and stop. So that's why you need good enthusiasm. Here's a little technique I encourage you to give a try. It worked real good for me. I got it from a guy by the name of Charles Jones. He was a sales trainer. And every time someone would ask him a question like, "How are you doing, Charles?" he would always say, "Tremendous." Or, "How you feeling?" "Tremendous." "How's your business?" "Tremendous." "How are your sales?" "Tremendous." "How's the family?" "Tremendous, tremendous, tremendous." He said it so often that people began to call him Tremendous, Charles Tremendous Jones. He liked it so much, he started using it. He would say, "My name is Charles Tremendous Jones." He recommended we give it a try, his students. And I was thinking, Charles, I don't know about this. That's a little silly, just saying this word is going to change your way of thinking. But I said, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to use it and just maybe demonstrate to him that it doesn't work. I started doing it. Every time people would ask me the questions, they always ask, "How you doing?" "Tremendous." "How's it going?" "Tremendous." "How are your..." "Tremendous." "How's your race truck going?" "Tremendous." I kept doing that. After about a week, I realized that, wait a minute, I am feeling tremendous about everything. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited, enthusiastic, especially about my goal of winning that truck race. Now think about this. If you go up to someone in the morning and you say, "Hey Joe, how you doing?" And he says, "Well, I looked at the obituaries this morning and my name was not in the paper, so I guess I'm doing okay." How do you feel when you talk to somebody like that? You sort of want to get away from them. You don't really want to have anything to do with them. So remember that. Tremendous. Give it a shot. Just start habitually saying tremendous. And say, "Hey, how you doing?" "Tremendous." "How's that goal coming?" "Tremendous." You'll find out that you'll start feeling it. Here's another thing you can do. I call it achievement transfer. And this is what it is. Think back in your life. No matter how bad your life might have been, you think, "I'm a total failure." Think back, and there will be moments somewhere in there where you did something good. You won a race. You received some type of an award, something that makes you feel good. Go back and think about those moments, and then think about how did you feel when you achieved something, whether you won a race or you won an award or something, somewhere. It might have only been one, maybe just two in your whole life. But think about those things, and then think about how you felt when you achieved those things. Start thinking about that, and it'll build up, and it will make you more positive-minded and enthusiastic. Another tip for maintaining enthusiasm is called mind-minding. Basically what that is minding your mind and keeping out the negative thoughts. Because if you let the negative thoughts come in, they can easily derail your success railroad track. I discovered this back when I was a young lad of about 14 in the 8th grade. I got a book called Devils in Baggy Pants. It's written by Ross G. Carter. It was about World War II and the 82nd Airborne Division. Ross G. Carter was one of the first members of a new unit formed up to become the 82nd Airborne Division. He is one of the few members of that unit that went from the beginning all the way through. He fought in every battle in World War II that the 82nd Airborne Division participated in, and he lived through it. Unfortunately, as luck would have it, a year after the war was over, he died of cancer. But he lived through the war, jumped into every battle the 82nd Airborne Division fought in. And he was in some rough ones. As he was writing his book, someone asked him once, says, "Ross, how do you bring yourself to jump out of that airplane into what looks like certain death?" Ross thought about it, and this is what he said. Before every jump, I never let the thought of being killed enter into my mind, because down that road lays cowardice. I thought about that and I said, wait a minute. Can you do that? Can you just block thoughts from coming into your mind? Certain thoughts? I realized, yes, you can. And that's a key thing here. Mind your mind. Whenever you're working on your project or your goal, many times thoughts would try to come in saying, this will never work. This has never been done before. You can't do it. If you let those thoughts come in, eventually they're going to win over and you're going to say, well, I can't do it. I'm just going to have to quit. So mind your mind. Here's another little tip you can use to keep your enthusiasm strong, and that is music. I'll always remember one of my professors from the University of Florida, Dr. Funkhauser. He was a lecturer in the humanities department. And one time, he was talking about music. He described music as an unexplainable phenomenon that affects the human soul. And he's right. Music can make you feel different ways. When you're in your success program, pick out music that makes you feel good. Pick out inspiring music that you can listen to. Listen to it in the morning or all day. And that can help you maintain an enthusiastic, positive attitude too. A little bit of the right music. And then there's one last tip I'd like to add here. And that is some advice my mother used to always give me as I was growing up, saying, birds of a feather flock together, saying, don't hang around with the bad kids. I listen to her and try to not hang around with them, but that applies here. Whenever you're in the process of trying to accomplish your goal, it is a good idea to hang around with people who are like-minded and who have accomplished a little bit more than you have. Hang around with them and they will help you work even harder to get your goal. One way to do it is buy them lunch. Take these higher achievers out to lunch. And when you do that, let them do the talking. You don't want to go and monopolize the conversation. You want to hear them talk and pick up tips from them. Always trying to hang out with people who have accomplished a little bit more than you have. You do that, and all these other things I've talked to you about, and I will see you at the top, just like Zig Ziglar said. So now you know about the third principle of success, and that is enthusiasm. And you know how to use enthusiasm to your benefit. So do that, and you will head straight to the top. Thank you for watching this program. And please do me a favor. Like this video and subscribe to my channel, Mac Payne. I'd appreciate it greatly. You are cordially invited to come to the next part, number 5, where we will wrap it up, and then you will be fully qualified to go out and use the 5 principles of success to change your life and make it better, because you will know how to do it.